who wished Warrior was a comedy. You're watching Beyond the Trailers review of Here Comes the Boom.
As several of you already know, Wilkinson High School has been operating at a budget deficit.
We have to cut $48,000.
Or raise the money.
Oh, and who's gonna do that?
We will.
It's hard to believe he got 10 grand for that performance.
You mean 10 grand for that fight? He lost.
Hey, if he won, it would have been 50.
You know, maybe comedy is what Warrior was missing. The film was also about a high school teacher trying his hand at mixed martial arts, only to help cover his daughter's medical bills rather than finance the art program at his school, as in Here Comes the Boom. Warrior also featured a bleak subplot about brothers divided and their drunk father, while Here Comes the Boom subplot features Kevin James trying to get a date with Selma Hayek, while Henry Winkler cheers him on all fronts. And although MMA fans showed up for Warrior, clearly that wasn't enough, as the film only grossed $23 million worldwide, not even making its money back. Will the lighter elements in Here Comes the Boom bring in a bigger audience? The odds are in its favor, as Kevin James has a surprisingly solid box office track record. Zookeeper brought in $170 million worldwide and would have been a real winner if not for its $80 million budget, but it still broke about even. And of course, who can forget Paul Blart Mall Cop, which made James a legitimate comedy star. Both those films were produced by Adam Sandler's Happy Madison Productions, as is Here Comes the Boom. Yes, say what you will about the quality of Sandler's work, but there's no denying that he's a quality guy. Few people in Hollywood show the kind of loyalty he does to his friends, especially when so many of them seem like bad bets. But Kevin James is one bet that's paid off, the only other actor to be able to successfully headline Happy Madison films besides Sandler himself. So will Here Comes the Boom be able to attract non-MMA fans? And will MMA fans accept Kevin James? For insurance, the film does co-star retired MMA fighter Bas Rutten, who, what do you know, was in Paul Blart Mall Cop. Clearly, once you're admitted into Sandler's group, it's for life. But are audiences getting the short end of the stick as a result of that loyalty? Let's go find out. What made you want to go and see the movie today?
Well, I think he's a funny guy.
Yeah?
I love comedy, so I figured I'd give it a shot, and it didn't disappoint. It was very good.
I'm kind of into MMA, so
are?
To see that and put it into comedy was pretty funny.
Did you see Warrior?
I did.
Oh, okay.
It was. I think Warrior was more of an action, where this was more like a comedy, kind of like both.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Which do you think more accurately captured the spirit of the MMA?
Warrior, definitely.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You know, some people were worried that all the funny parts were in the trailer. Is that true?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah?
It wasn't. There was actually, surprisingly, a lot more funny parts.
Oh, wow. Did you see, like, Paul Blart Mall Cop and Zookeeper? And
Yes. So you wouldn't expect him to be an MMA fighter, which was pretty funny.
Well, seeing those movies, what's Kevin James's best? Is it like this one? Is it Paul Blart Mall Cop? Is it Zookeeper? Which one did you like the best?
I would say Mall Cop.
What would you tell people at home? Is this a must-see in theaters, or could they rent it if they wanted to?
I would say you can wait to see it at home. It's not a must-see, but it's definitely funny.
It was worth seeing in a theater.
Oh, good. All right. And what do you give it?
Sound effects.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good. And what do you give the movie on a 1 to 10?
I would say that it was a 9.
I'll give it a 7.
So as you can see, Here Comes the Boom pleased both an MMA fan and a Kevin James fan, as together they gave the film overall an 8. I'm Grace Randolph, and I hope you'll go beyond the trailer for these other top movies.